Welcome, folks. This is Spoon TV coming to you live from the grounds of the Temple of Justice. So this morning, while on the ground, we met suspect Clifford Payn, the Deputy Communication Director of the Group of 77th, who was accused of alleged bribery of some LDEA officers to have his relative or some family members or whoever released speaks to the media. He intended giving his own ordeal. He came here this morning along with his lawyer, Anton Abraham Williams. So we are live. Let's join him and get more clarity.
DA officers, that was the scuffle that was between them until we had to know the actual story. And he was arrested, taken to the LDEA office where he made statements and was released on yesterday. So today we have decided to have this conference because we are here. Though the investigations are yet ongoing, but the LDEA only charged him for obstruction of justice. That's what it is. So we are still going through the investigation to see whether he's truly obstructed instead of the bribe as being stated out there. So Pastor Clifford is right here.
Oh, he's a pastor?
Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
Please. Good morning to everybody. I am Pastor Clifford Payn. It's a pleasure to speak to you this morning.
So, okay. So, welcome to Spoon TV and other media institutions. You live here at the grounds of the Temple of Justice. Yesterday, there was a video circulating on the internet that linked you to some alleged bribery that you are going to the LDEA to have some family members released, who were involved in some just activity. Can you give us an insight and details of what occurred at the LDEA office?
Thank you so much. So firstly, the LDEA didn't charge me for bribery. I was charged for obstruction of justice. So this gone Monday, upon hearing the news that this suspect in question, who is a family member and was taken to the court, I went there in my capacity as a family member, not in any capacity related or within ties with the office of the Vice President, neither the office of the Second Lady. I went there in connection as a family member. So when I got there, he has already been taken in the custody of the court, and I was right outside, and upon hearing some unverified news that some members of the DEA were in the habit of collecting bribes and even requesting for additional payments, as a family member, I decided to confront the commander and to ask and inquire whether the statement was true. It was true that the scaffold unfolded.
Who is this family member? What's the name of the family member and what the situation was like?
So this family member in question is a suspect of drugs, and he is an extended family member to me.
His name?
Joel Seal.
So, when was he caught? What was he caught with, and what the situation was like before your interventions?
So, according to the DEA, he's a suspect of drugs. Yeah.
Just what can I just the cutting with?
No, I can't speak to that because.
So we
okay, and the DEA said that you went point forward to one of the soft branch.
Yes, so upon hearing the information, he's a family member. I never went there in the capacity as a member of the office of the Vice President. I went there in the capacity as a family member trying to identify with a family member. When I got there, I went there to identify with him and to allow the law to take its full course.
So what happened there?
that you got implicated?
Nothing happened there, absolutely nothing. I just
no discussion,
no, not at all. I just went there to identify with him,
okay,
and then left identify with him. It was on Monday that I confronted the DEA commander upon hearing unverified information that some members of the DEA were collecting bribes on this issue. But knowing fully well that bribe or drugs issue is non-bailable. So upon that, confronting with the unverified information, that was how the scuffle unfolded.
So what already happened yesterday before they start to bounce on you?
So basically, when I asked the question to know whether just to inquire, it was when the DEA commander asked the members of the DEA to arrest me. So in that process, I tried to a bit distance myself from the media, then to forcefully, took ID cards and took other stuff from me and tried to handcuff me. So it was in the process of getting me handcuffed that I trying to resist, and it went on media with misinformation.
So which one of the ID card they arrested?
So when they took ID card from me now, that was when they realized that I'm a member in the office of the vice president. That was how they started to run with that other information. But the office of the vice president has no connection to this. I never went there in the capacity in connection with the office of the vice president. I went there to identify with the family member. Thank you.
It was so you are grabbing a LDEA officer to release your relative.
So basically, that was just misinformation from members of the press. Like I said earlier, the LDEA has charged me with obstruction of justice and not bribery.
How did you obstruct the justice? For example, Pastor Payn, Melvin is a reporter for Spoon. If I go to a police station or whatever institutions to have some interventions, where in quote unquote that officers of that area will want to link me to my position quickly, or what form, what do they see you in the doing? Because you would just jump in my mind, quote unquote, that you got involved in the.
When I decided to inquire.
Inquire on what?
Inquire from the commander as to whether it is true that members of the DEA were collecting bribes and acting for.
Who were they collecting from? Your family or who?
No, I overheard that from people who were around, so I decided to confront the DEA. As a young man.
Okay, so gentlemen of the press, thank you so much for your question. Like Melvin said, the incident was just as simple, and he had gone there very furious, emotionally charged about a family friend being incarcerated on the issue of drug. The incident occurred on Friday. It started on Friday. He was arrested on Friday. On Saturday, Melvin visited with his family, allowing the DA to go on with their investigation. In fact, after church, Melvin also went there. So the DA officers are familiar with Melvin. So he had to allow these investigations. Let me say sorry, Pastor Payn. He had to allow these investigations to go on. So it was on Monday now when he heard that he heard from somebody that, they are just keeping this man here not because of drug, but they want money. In fact, they got money from somebody, one additional one. Now, how can he feel that this thing was not about it? If it is billable, if it is non-billable, why would somebody be accepting bribe? That was the inquiry that we already took in there, and that was the basis of the whole thing. But again, like we said, you guys can check with the LDEA. The charges are clear on the issue of obstruction, and we have not been able to determine. In fact, the LDEA have not been able to establish as to whether or not he was obstructing, because he doesn't have the capacity to obstruct or whatever it is.
Has the chief for bribery and alleged bribery to obstruction?
The alleged bribery did not even come from the LDEA.
Okay.
The bribery aspect you heard about is a commentary in the back. In the video from the poster or maybe the commentator now stating that poster allegedly he came to bribe, but he had gone raising the issue of bribe. I think that is where the information was now misunderstood as he doing the bribe. So that was not the case. So this is where we are. But he took his statement. They took his statement yesterday, and we are waiting for further investigation. And
when do we expect him? Will they fall into court? What's the update of the? It
depends. But from all indications, we told the LDA yesterday that the information, like he said, it was unverified. In fact, he had to apologize for making statement and apparently appear and in a way that indicting the LDA. I think it settles, or even if they were to carry into court to say, oh yeah, they say no. But then that's the basis for which they carry.
So he made a statement. He made a statement.
Which statement? Yeah, he just said to you that unverified. So for the fact that it's even unverified, it indicates that it was not really substantiated. So he had to talk to the LDA about that. But I think the crux of this whole thing is about him being a pastor, and despite him being a pastor, working with the in the office of the vice president, not directly the vice president himself, but the wife who supervised or superintends the group of 77 here. So that's where he works, a media relation officer. So he had left from work. In fact, he had gone to work. Yeah. And then he heard his call and how he left from work. You saw he kind of attire, well dressed for job, and how he went there. His ID card was later on seen by these LDA officers, and they began to ask him, let's see his ID card, because somebody had already gotten it. He didn't go even displaying his ID card to have even intimidated them. No.
Why in the scuffle, one of the officers got his ID card and said, yo, he has an ID card. Let's see what the ID card is. When they saw the ID card, and when they say, oh, he's from the vice president office, then the commentator picked it up, say, oh, somebody from the vice president office has come to solicit bribe. That's exactly what it is. There's nothing other than that. Okay. But we look forward to seeing that the information will be clear straight and what it is. The vice president does not. In fact, the vice president does not even know the individual in question. The only relationship relating to this guy is he's a family friend to him, and that's just all that's up in there. Anybody will do what Payn did. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right, so folks, you listened to him there. He's Pastor Clifford Payn, the Deputy Communication Director from the group of 77th, a group headed by the second lady, that is the wife of the vice president of the Republic of Liberia. He on yesterday apprehended, videotaped, and posted on various social media platforms of being involved with some alleged bribery of some LDEA officer to have his family members released. But you listen to him, he said that was not the situations, and what occurred yesterday was he had either gone to make some intervention as a family friend and not in his capacity as a communication director from the office of the 5%, neither as pastor, but rather as a family to whoever that was involved with these situations. Upon hearing some allegations of bribery, they are going to make some inquiry that, hey, you people, hearing that people just kept this man here, the charges are not, grave, but you people don't want to release him because of some bribery. So, what's the issue? And that was when they had that diverse scuffle, and he was being, recorded and posted. So, my name is Marvin Johnson. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.